Funko is cracking down on spoilers. Let's talk about it. Lately, it seems like we're spoiled when it comes to any Funko announcement or drop, way before it actually happens.
More recently, we noticed this with Toy Fair. Toy Fair is supposed to be such an exciting time where Funko's like, hey, look at all this awesome stuff we're gonna release throughout the year. But instead, we got lists days before Funko could actually announce it themselves.
Funko news sources seem to be beating Funko to the punch. Funko fans like Heather and I are totally opposed to spoilers. We're not big spoiler fans. Every once in a while it's sort of fun, but for the most part, I like the surprise of Funko announcements.
Me too. I really think that it's unfair that these Funko news sources are stealing Funko's thunder. They should be allowed to announce their own products themselves.
Absolutely, Heather. I completely agree. And we're going to talk a little bit about cease and desist and what that means. But first, let's talk about our Patreon. We recently had our first Patreon video call and it was outstanding. It was so much fun, not only for us, but for all the patrons that showed up. It was great. So we highly recommend that you go and check out patreon.com/Gastlecast to find out how you can support the channel. There are 3 different tiers that you can choose from, and that very top tier includes a live video chat with an awesome giveaway to include a thank you for all of your support at the end of every video.
Head over to patreon.com/Gastlecast.
A letter has surfaced online from Funko's Intellectual Property Council stating that there is a cease and desist on Funko Pop Wave because of their unauthorized disclosure of Funko LLC's trade secret and confidential information. So this means that Funko is cracking down on Funko Pop Wave, telling them do not post our spoilers anymore, otherwise we will take legal action. This is very, very serious.
It's incredibly serious.
It states, as you know, Funko is known for its collectible figurines and related consumer products, including its iconic and widely recognized Pop brand of goods. Funko invests significant time and resources to obtain licenses and then create new and exciting licensed product for everyone to enjoy. To create and build excitement, Funko is deliberate about when it broadcasts to the world new licenses and products. So basically they're saying they put in all of this hard work. You're blowing it. You're blowing this for us. We put in all of this hard work and money and effort to give everybody this awesome experience, and you're taking it away by posting these stupid spreadsheets of characters that are coming out or Funko Pops that are coming out in the future.
So I would just like to note that the tweet that Funko Pop Wave sent out was actually in Spanish, and I failed Spanish in the 7th grade, so I had to go on Google Translate and figure out what it means. So basically, in the tweet that shows the letter, it says, "It seems that original Funko got mad at me. From ignoring my existence for 7 years, they go on to threaten me with legal action."
I think that Funko has finally gotten sick and tired of this. I think it's been going on for far too long, and Funko is now, I believe, being affected by it. Because people now know what's about to come out, and it might stop them from buying Funko product right now and wait for the next thing that's coming.
Interesting, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's often they'll do the common pops and then later they'll do like a glow or
exactly
chrome or some other sort of special thing.
Absolutely. And I think Funko right now is starting to take major hits. I'm noticing that Funko is having a very hard time, and I think we all are. With Funko Shop being different nowadays, things have changed up where they're having to release things that are basically blind drops. The landscape for Funko is changing significantly, and they're having to do this in order to stay alive.
Yeah.
This is showing that their vitals are very low right now, and they're having to go this like lawyered up sort of legal route. And this is something that might have happened behind the scenes before, but we as fans and the public have never seen this before.
I don't know if this tweet that I'm about to read you came before the letter and what I just said, or if it came after, because I'm Twitter illiterate. I don't know how to use Twitter.
Okay.
And they both were posted on March 5th.
Okay.
7 years with this and not a hello from Funko, and the first thing they tell me is legal threats. It gives me a chance to rethink. think things. They're basically saying Funko didn't come to them and try to settle it with them. They took legal action instead. They decided to send them a letter through their counsel.
This is what has to be done. They're a company. They're not a social media outlet, or they are a legitimate company that is public.
Yes.
And when you're a public traded company, that's how you have to do it. You have to do it legally. They can't just go and send, what do the kids say? They drop a message in the DMs.
They can't slide into the DMs.
They can't slide into the DMs, okay. Man, I'm so old.
They can't slide into Funko Pop Wave's DMs and be like, hey dude, stop leaking our
Right, exactly. They have to go this route, unfortunately. We're going to go into all the actions that Funko Pop Wave must take in order to dodge legal repercussions. But first, let's talk about our 5K giveaway. Right now, there's a 5K giveaway going on with Collector Zone. We have partnered with Collector Zone to give away all sorts of cool things. Collector Zone has actually given us a Captain Marvel Deluxe Hot Toys figure, and this thing is amazing. You're not going to want to miss out on this one. The Gastlecast will also be throwing in some giveaway items like the Lava Chomp from Abominable Toys and a couple of Funko Pops also. So go over and check out CollectorZone.com and also go and check out their Facebook group, Collector Zone Cantina. You don't want to miss it. Before we get into all the actions that Funko Pop Wave must take, there was something here that I wanted to read off. It says, Funko treats the secrecy of its trade secret and confidential information seriously. It does not tolerate those who, like you, release this information prematurely or surreptitiously. Surreptitiously.
I'll give you the Merriam-Webster.
You're saying I'm not the only dumb here?
I do. I'm just giving you the actual definition because if I try to explain it, it's going to be a lot longer than the dictionary. In a way that attempts to avoid notice or attention secretively.
Hey, thank you, Funko lawyers, for making me look like a complete ass. So basically, Funko is saying, do not leak our trade secrets. And this comes with every other company. I mean, every other company says exactly the same thing. If you were to leak Apple data or you were to leak Nintendo data, this is exactly what happens. Nintendo had a leak, but they took major legal action. And I'm sure it affected a lot of different people because their trade secrets were being spilled out. And that means losing money for the company. If somebody knows that a Game Boy is coming out that has very similar features to the one before it and maybe has one new updated feature, that basically stops somebody from wanting to go out and buy the product. They might not go out and pre-order it if they hadn't known that information.
And not only that, but it should be the company's right to be able to tell the public their own information anyhow.
Right. They should be the ones that's releasing all the data.
Yeah, that's like an engagement announcement, say. Like one of your friends just says, oh, congratulations, my friend just got engaged. And you're sort of like, wait a second, but that's my news to tell.
Exactly. It's the creation of a bridezilla. Funko Pop Wave, you've turned Funko into a bridezilla. So here is all the things that Funko Pop Wave has to do in order to dodge legal repercussions. It says, notwithstanding Funko's strong legal claims, Funko is willing to consider resolving this matter without the need for further legal action. To determine whether that is possible, Funko demands that you... Demands.
Oh my goodness.
Here's Funko's demands. 1. Remove any and all images of leaked Funko products posted by you on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and any other social media or websites. Immediately cease and forever desist from posting information about Funko and its products that is not yet publicly available, including but not limited to on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and any other social media or websites. 3. Provide the original images of all leaked Funko products, preserving any and all associated metadata. And 4. Provide the contact information for the sources of the images in the post linked above, including names and or social media names, addresses and or social media platforms, telephone numbers, and or email addresses.
So what does that last one mean?
It means provide all the contact information for the people you have gotten this information from.
Who?
Yeah, so if they got that information, say, from another web page or they got it from another user, maybe there's somebody behind the scenes that's working at Funko that's leaking this data, they are basically saying, we're going after everybody. Not just you. You're not the only one in our crosshairs. We're going after you until we get to the person who actually is leaking this data.
So basically they're forcing this person to possibly be a snitch.
That's exactly what they're doing. And if they don't do that, then they'll take legal action. That might mean some monies. I don't know. I don't know all the legal jargon or how any of this works, but this is not good. And it looks like Funko is right up front saying, hey, we'll work with you if you work with us, which is good. I consider this a good thing. Funko Pop Wave should not be upset about this because they could just say, screw it, and we're going to completely destroy you. And they're deciding not to do that. Instead, they want to find the source of all of their problems, which is not shocking at all. This was received on March 5th, and they're being asked that all of these demands are complied with by Saturday, March 6th. This person had 1 day.
Oh my god.
They had 1 day to comply with all of Funko's demands. I want to talk about why I'm a little concerned about this. But first, let me tell you about an awesome Funko webpage to go and check out to buy all of your favorite Funko products. PoppinOffToys.com. They have Funko Pops, Funko Sodas, and Funko Mystery Minis. Go and check out PoppinOffToys.com. What has me concerned is as a news Funko YouTube channel, what does that mean for the Gastlecast? We don't really go on and do a lot of leaks and spoilers. We've done a couple of lives about that in the past, truthfully. We've talked about this in the past. So does this mean that we need to stop doing all of that? Probably. I mean, if Funko is really cracking down on people this hard, maybe it's best for Funko channels like this one to sort of slow or roll a little bit, maybe not talk about it as much, maybe not share it.
Not talk about the spoilers.
The spoilers, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Not talk about the spoilers. Now, we could throw out what we think will come out, but we can't really talk about what is being shared and on paper. I feel like that's a bad route, and I'll be honest. I got a day job and I'm not looking to lose it. So I don't want any trouble with Funko, and I'm sure a lot of you Funko channels and Funko social media outlets do not want that either. This is a whole new world for Funko news sources. This changes everything. We've been going on for so long being able to pretty much do whatever we want. And now Funko is saying, no, this is our stuff. You're not allowed to take it. And if you do take it, we're going to take you out. And I'll tell you why, I don't want to be taken out, Heather. I don't want to be, unless it's for a steak dinner. You want to take me for a steak dinner? Is that, no? Looks like I'm probably going to have to take you for a steak dinner.
So me personally, I don't really see a huge issue with not sharing the leaked data. Like, it's cool once in a while to find those spreadsheets and sort of imagine, oh, what's this pop going to look like? But it's not necessary for me, and I don't think it's information that is necessary to spread. I think it would be just exciting to find out about these pops when Funko actually announces them. And I don't think that it takes very much away from these Funko news sources. Like, I will still follow all of the Funko news sources that we know and love, regardless of if they share those leaks or not. Because if they give us the information after Funko announces it, that is just fine by me. I don't find it necessary to know before everybody else.
So the lawyers ended up posting a bunch of different links, basically showing where he went wrong, I guess. And they mentioned, you acknowledge that this information is confidential in your post by including terms such as first look, when you know Funko has not yet publicly released the posted information.
So they're basically saying, you know that you're the first person to announce this because Funko hasn't announced it, and you're using the word first look.
You got it. But here's what we all have to keep in mind. Funko is a company, and we love collecting their product. And it does hurt Funko by these spoilers going out the way that they do. And here's a line of dialogue that I'm going to read off right now. This is the last thing I'll read for this particular video in terms of all of this. Your disclosure of this information causes significant damage to Funko, Funko's relationships with its licensors, and the licensors directly.
That could have to do with spoilers in these movies or TV shows.
Absolutely. So in the long run, this is hurting everything else around it. You're not just hurting Funko, you're hurting everything. So I think we really need to stop all the spoiler crap before we ruin the things that we like to collect and the things that we enjoy, like films and TV. Let's not do that. I agree, Chris. Thanks, Heather. Guys, what do you think about this situation?
Do you agree with Funko taking legal action? Are you going to be upset if the spoilers aren't posted? Let us know all of that and more in the comments section down below.
All right, guys, that time again. Remember, as always, we're on together. Yes, we'll catch you next time.
Bye.